Hello, Mr. Fitton. And this week, me and Nate created 5 different prison weapons. We got the chair leg nunchucks, Jolly Rancher shank, can lid shank, razor whip, and the toothbrush shank. So, we are going to rate them on how hard it is to use, the hideability, the damage, and how hard it is to make, and then the overall rating. So let's get right into it. What we're going to do is we're going to do 1 second or one hit, see how much damage it does, and then do a 5 seconds, and then we'll see how we think it is.
Alright, so this is the first one, the nunchucks. Here's one.
Well, it looks like it broke, but that's okay. We can just use the other end.
Well, it did a lot of damage right there.
It did a lot of damage, and now try using it for 5 seconds.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. I think that's good. So, as you can see, the nunchuck shank did break, but it did a lot of damage.
Yes.
So this is what we rated it before. Hard to use, hideability. So hard to use, 9, that means it is quite easy to use. Hideability, kind of hard to hide. Damage, it does a lot of damage. Hard to make, it's kind of hard to make, but not too bad. Next, we got the Jolly Rancher shank.
Here it is.
There's the Jolly Rancher shank. So, we'll just do first just 1 stab. See how much damage it did. Barely even went through. But now do it for about 3 seconds.
Okay.
That's good. So it's about 5 different holes. It's decent. Does a decent amount of damage. And when we tested it before, we gave it a 7 on hard to use. Quite easy to use. Hideability, super easy to hide. Damage, not a whole lot of damage. And hard to make, it was the most hard to make prison weapon that we did. And now we got the can lid shank.
Okay. Ian will be testing these ones out now.
This one's sharp.
Very sharp.
Alright, let's just
do
this.
1 stab first.
So as you can see, it went all the way through, did a lot of damage. It is very sharp.
And now 3 seconds.
Oh. That's okay. As you can see, it did a lot of damage. Decent amount of damage. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that the can lid shank is better for slicing, but it's also very good for damage.
Yeah.
So hard to use.
Here's
we rated it a
right
9.
here.
Quite easy to use. Hideability, super easy to hide. Hard to make, super easy to make. Damage, it does a pretty good amount of damage, so we gave it an 8. Now next, we got the razor whip.
Yep.
Show you right here. We got the 2 razors right there, and then the nail at the end. Let's give it a test.
Oh, this one is dangerous.
This one is very dangerous.
That's the nail right there. The razors didn't hit that time, but
this one's gonna be hard to use for 3 seconds straight, so I'll just do 1 more hit. And as you can see, it did quite a bit of damage.
definitely effective.
So, for the razor whip, we ranked it hard to use. It is pretty hard to use. Hideability, not that easy to hide. Damage, a lot of damage. Hard to make. It's pretty hard to make, but not too hard.
And here's the last one.
Last but not least, the toothbrush shank. Pretty sharp, and it looks pretty dope too.
Alright, here's the first stab.
The 1 second stab. And this one goes deep right there. That one is sharp.
Alright, and you could use it fast too.
You can use it fast. If you're really mad at someone, they're dead. Pretty good. So, for the toothbrush, hard to use. We got a 10 because it's super easy to use. Hideability, super easy to hide. Hard to make, not that hard to make at all. And damage, it does a pretty good amount of damage. So, the overall effectiveness and rating. Chair leg nunchucks comes in at 29.
This one,
Jolly Rancher shank
20.
comes in at 20. Is that 20? Yeah, okay, that's 20.
18,
Can lid shank
36.
comes in at 36. So far the best. Razor whip
That'd be 22.
comes in at 22.
And this one is
Quick
34, I
maths.
think.
34. So,
The most
overall,
effective.
the most effective is the can lid shank. Second most effective, toothbrush shank. Third most effective, chair leg nunchucks, which was surprising. Fourth most effective, the razor whip. And the worst one by far, the Jolly Rancher shank, which, as you can tell,
It did not turn out well.
didn't turn out too well. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. And anyways, happy birthday, Mr. Fitton.